pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The give on the inside. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Under fire. Complete to the left. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Again, it's Songo Bolatelli. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Songo Bolatelli. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Jaron Kiave Songo Bolatelli dumps it off in the flats. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Gets away, still looking. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long.
And the big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Wegman. Bringing the heat. On target to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Big, tall receiver. Figured the quarterback has an easy target. Not this time. Missed it badly.
And a lot of those big guys, they don't necessarily, some of them do, some of them are freak shows, but a lot of those big guys don't run great all the time, and you want to get physical and disrupt those routes.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And that'll do it. Here in the 2nd quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Got a man, it's Thomas. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Gain of 18. That's their first down for the offense.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Hughes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Sangapolatelli. The short hands, it's Perry. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Sangapolatelli, play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
You know, a big part of a quarterback's accuracy is his ability to step into throws. To be accurate, you've got to be able to be on balance, stepping in and following through. And because of that pass rush, that QB had no shot.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be third and long. Again, it's Sangapolatelli. Sends it downfield. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Golden Bear.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the grab. It's Thomas. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. First down for the offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Finds his man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
A designed run for the quarterback. There's some room. Got enough for the first. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it for the two-point conversion. Out of the end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And now on second down for this offense. Sangopolatelli. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Again, it's Sangopolatelli. Working that left side now. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. JKS quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen, and they'll knock him down.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Under fire, and down he goes.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. 4th down, Sangopolatelli fires into the end zone, and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. This quarterback part of their running game.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble play.
There's a crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Great job by the back on the option.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
And that extra point was critical as it gave them the late lead. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Jaron Kiave Songopolatelli. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looking for a man, it's Henderson. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Songopolatelli. Makes the grab.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
To the air on 2nd down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like, I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that.
He's taking the shot. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time.
He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Sangopolitelli. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Finds the tight end. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do. Hit the QB as he's throwing it.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Again, it's Sangopolitelli. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Unloads it left. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. The Golden Bears with an answer.
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
And now they've decided to go for 2. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. They want to run this quarterback. He will not make it to the end zone. The 2-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by 1 here deep in the game.
28, Cal, 27. Number 91, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the move. There he goes. Picks up the first down. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
Well, and a lot of people at home are wondering on this drive with the leader, they just going to take a knee and just take the win into the locker room. But they're staying aggressive. They're handing it off. Guys are still blocking. He's making people miss. And he scores a touchdown with no time left.